Today, we're going to deconstruct something you see literally all the time, an online recommendation list. We're going to peel back the layers and see how these lists are built, not just to give you information, but to guide you, to influence you. Let's dive in. You've been there, right? You need a plumber, an accountant, whatever. You type it into a search engine and boom, you're hit with this wall of options. It's just a lot. And you have to wonder, how do you even begin to know who to trust? Who is actually being recommended here, and maybe more importantly, why? Well, to figure that out, we're going to look at a real-world example. This document here is supposed to help someone find a real estate appraiser down in Tampa, Florida. And yeah, it looks like a simple, helpful list, but trust me, there's a lot more going on just beneath the surface. So I want you to think of this thing less like a list and more like a curated map. And just like any map, it was drawn by someone with a point of view, and it's designed to lead you somewhere specific. Our whole job today is to figure out exactly where that destination is. Okay, first things first. Any good map has to show you the lay of the land, you know? So let's start by just taking a look at all the different options this guide gives us for the Tampa area. So here it is. The guide gives us 10 different appraisal companies, complete with their names, phone numbers, and addresses. At first glance, it feels pretty legit, right? It looks like a straightforward, helpful directory with a bunch of different choices. It gives you this feeling of a complete, comprehensive resource. But if you look just a little closer, you start to see it's not just a random grab bag of names. The list is actually pretty well balanced. You've got your residential specialists, your commercial guys, some that are focused just on downtown, and others that cover the whole Tampa Bay area. This variety is what makes the list feel so authentic and complete. It feels real. And this is where it gets really interesting. Because even though the list gives you 10 options, it doesn't treat them all the same. Almost immediately, the document zooms in and puts a huge spotlight on just one of them. Here's the magic phrase. Out of all 10 companies, one of them, Eagle Home Appraisal Tampa, is pulled out and highlighted. The document says it stands out as a convenient option. Okay. Convenient? Convenient how? Why this one company out of all the others? And the document gives a very specific reason. It's all about the physical address. Its central downtown location is presented as the one single justification for why it's the standout choice. So think about that. The key selling point, the reason it's convenient, is all about geography. All right, let's recap. We've got a list that looks impartial on the surface, but it's clearly highlighting one specific option for one specific reason. So now we have to ask the big question. What is the real purpose of this list? What's the strategy here? And this, my friends, brings us to a classic idea from marketing, market positioning. It's really all about creating a specific idea of a company in your mind, especially when you see it next to its competition. It's not about being the best at everything. It's about being known for one specific thing. And you really have to understand this difference. What we're looking at is not an open directory like the old school Yellow Pages that just tries to list everybody. No, what we have here is a curated recommendation. It's a list that has been carefully built to nudge you toward one specific choice. And here's the best part. We don't even have to guess. The document literally tells us its own strategy. Get this. It says the whole point is to position the company alongside other established appraisers to help people see them as a professional local choice. I mean, there it is, plain as day. The whole game is revealed. And that right there is the whole takeaway. This document isn't just giving you information, it's making an argument. It's a piece of persuasion. The list itself is the evidence, and it's all designed to lead you to one simple conclusion, that Eagle Home Appraisal is the convenient, trustworthy choice you should make. So, why does any of this matter to you? Well, because this exact strategy is everywhere online. Once you understand how it works, you get this powerful new lens to see through. It helps you stop being just a passive consumer of information and start being an active, critical thinker. So here's a super simple framework you can use anytime you're searching for something online. 3 steps. 1, identify the source. Ask yourself, who actually made this list and what's in it for them? 2, look for the spotlight. Is one choice getting special treatment? Is it being highlighted or recommended? And 3, understand the why. What's the reason they give for that special treatment? And is that reason actually important to you? So the next time you find yourself scrolling through search results or a blog post with a top 10 list, just pause for a second. Don't just read the list. Try to read the story that the list is trying to tell you, because there's always a story.